I think the most gloomy thing about rejection is the psychological effect it leaves behind. I mean, I've met people who were in time past rejected by a loved one, family, friend, a lover, someone they really, shared intimate moments with. I can just tell that this person is not moving on. I mean, the psychological trauma is there. The PTSD is obvious. And most of the time, you just take it out on the nearest people close to them. People don't feel likely when they are being rejected by someone they care about or someone who claims to care about them. I once met a guy whose mom left them when they were very, very young, very, very small. I mean, fathers leave. I've seen men leave. It's almost a norm. But a mother leaving the child, this guy carried this pain, carried this burden, a lot of questions unanswered, in his heart growing up. And it took a while for him to let go. It took a while for him to, accept being loved. Because imagine your own mother rejecting you, I mean, leaving you behind and just going about our own life. It's the sad reality of some people out there. And, I'm going to share things today based on experience. Yes, because I've had my fair share of being rejected as well. I've experienced rejection in the past from people I care about. And I think I've also, in a way, indirectly rejected people because, I mean, we're not perfect. So I just give 2 tips on how to prevent the effect of rejection, 2 tips on how to cope with rejection. Let me put it that way. First things first, don't accept too much from people. It's one thing I will keep saying and I'll keep reiterating. Don't accept too much from people. See, humans are humans and have it in mind. No matter how caring someone is, no matter how close you are to someone, have it in your subconscious mind that okay, this person can actually misbehave in the end. I'm not saying you should be negative in your thoughts or you should have a negative perspective towards relating with people. No, I'm just saying you should not have this unguarded trust in people. You should not have this careless trust in people. Be careful not to let your guards down when dealing with human being. Be very, very careful. People change and people can come up with different ideologies and different perspectives towards life and they just want to change. They want to change the environment, they want to change the people they roll with, they want to change who they relate with, they want to change the people they claim to love, and you might just be the one they are leaving behind or they are, cutting out of their life. You may not take it lightly, but they might just be moving on. As a matter of fact, always have it in mind that what if, I mean, this goes south? So what action am I going to take? Have it at the back of your mind just to have a backup plan. It's very, very important. Number two, try and get the positive perspective out of every situation. I was reading a book, I think it's Awakening Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. He said, what if you lose your job today and you go, oh, thank God, I'm getting a new job? I mean, it's not as if it's not a bad news, it's a bad news, but you can just right there and then create a positive perspective out of it. You can actually create the perspective out of everything. Rate yourself high in a way that anyone who leaves you, you tell yourself that the person is the one missing, the person is the one who is falling short. Do you get what I'm saying? Just make sure you are able to draw something positive out of every situation. Make sure you have it in mind that no matter the situation you find yourself, no matter what happens to you in life, you are going to see something positive out of it. Just have this mindset. Rejection will always come. People will always be people. Human being will always mess up. It is your reaction towards it that matters. It is your reaction towards it that determines if you allow it get to you or not. So today, don't allow people get you off guard. Be prepared. Don't expect too much from them. Even when they disappoint, you are like, okay, he's human, she is human. And even when they disappoint as well, you're like, okay, look for something positive, something good to bring out of that particular situation. I pray God helps you. And if you're going through rejection and maybe someone rejected you, someone you love left you behind, your family left you behind, your father, your mother left you when you were a kid, or so you've been rejected before, I pray that God heals you of any form of psychological effect it has, created for you. And I pray you get help by God's grace. Thank you so much for your time. My name remains Oyafuncha Mike Peace out.